Searching in TempWorks Enterprise is quick and easy. You can search for employees, customers, orders, assignments, and contacts. When you go into any of those search areas, you've got general information that you can search by, such as name, social security number, search by rep name, search by branch name. You can also search for records in the case of employees who are not assigned, or both, inactive people, active people, or both. Over and above that, you can go into the enhanced search, and this will display all of the categories by which you can search, and then by clicking on a category, you can see the individual fields that can be searched through. You can also, for instance, with the interest codes, you can search for multiple interest codes at the same time. You can match any or match all. You can also search for information and have it shown in the results. So even though I'm not searching for who entered the employee record, I can say I want to see who entered them in the search results. When you're ready to run your search, click the search button and your search results will be displayed, including an additional column which will show you who entered them. Once you've run your search, you can save the search by simply clicking on the Save button, name your search, indicate if you want to share your search, and save it. That saved search, instead of building it the next time, you'll be able to go into the Saved Searches area, and this is where your saved search will be located. Simply click Run, and you can run your search right from there. TempWorks Enterprise widgets are little mini reports that you can place on your dashboard. Each user has the ability to go into the E button, Options, and Dashboard and select the various widgets you would like to see. This is user specific, so each user can decide what widgets they want to show up on their home screen. Also, you can say what order in which the widgets will show up on your home screen. Once you've saved them on your home screen, those widgets will appear. The widgets are interactive. So if you have, for instance, your top 5 customers, you can actually click on any one of these and that will navigate to the customer record. Other widgets will open up reports which can be run right from the dashboard. TempWorks Enterprise Dispatcher functionality allows large numbers of employees to be assigned to various orders on a shift or daily basis. With Dispatcher, these employees, their hours, their transportation capabilities, repeats, and no returns are made easy. In Dispatcher, in the upper left, you can see the jobs that need to be filled for the day, the time they start, their supervisor, the location that we're sending people to. As people are checking in, you can sign them in using either their social security number or their last name. You can also indicate if they have transportation and how many passengers they can take with them. You can see down below if someone has been asked not to return to a particular company, so you're not at risk of sending people back to a place they're not welcome. You can also see how many hours they've had for the week and how many hours they've had at this particular customer, so you can avoid unbillable overtime. To assign someone to a job, simply click, drag, and drop them into the assigned employees area. You'll notice that the status bar will change as you're filling the order, and you can simply right-click on the order to print or email the time ticket. You can repeat the ticket for the next day. You can also, in a daily pay environment, pay the ticket right from Dispatcher. Data grids in TempWorks Enterprise can be customized to suit any user's preference. When you get a data grid, such as a search result, you can move the columns around anywhere you'd like them. If you'd like the phone number to be moved to the left, you can move it to the left. If you'd like the last name first, first name last, you can change those. Simply drag and drop the column header where you'd like it. You can also sort by any column simply by clicking on the column header. First click will sort ascending, second click will sort descending, third click will sort in the original order that the search result came out in. You can also group your search results. You can group by any column simply by clicking and dragging and dropping the column header up above. You can group unlimited number of times. To ungroup, simply drag the column headers back down. Lastly, you can, on any data grid, for instance, the transaction history on the employee's payroll, you can right-click on the column header and include or exclude as many different columns as you'd like. The ones that are checked are the ones that are visible. The ones that are not checked are the ones that are not visible or are hidden. If you happen to have the misfortune of having an employee have an accident on the job, you can track that accident in the worker comp area of TempWorks Enterprise. In the worker comp area, you can be tracking the information about the claim, what happened, who is the customer that the employee was working for, any medical insurance that we might have on this employee, as well as the worksite address where the employee was working when they were injured. Attorney information can also be tracked on the claim form. In the injury form, we can track what type of injury happened, when did it happen, why did it happen. Also, the attending physician's information can be tracked. Within the wages area, we can indicate what wages were the employee receiving, as well as any compensation that they'll receive while they're on worker comp, and any safety action that is needed, as well as safety action that is taken to avoid this accident from happening again. Documents such as the first notice of injury, copies of prescriptions can be attached to the worker comp claim, and any conversations can be documented within the messages area. These messages will stay only within the worker comp area, so any confidential conversations can be documented without the risk of someone seeing it who shouldn't be seeing it. Lastly, searches can be conducted based on the worker comp information. You can search based on customer, employee, and claim criteria. If your staffing company is working as a professional employer organization, or PEO, you'll probably want to bill back the expenses surrounding your payroll. In TempWorks Enterprise, you can simply go to the customer record, into invoicing and PO setup, and here you can set up all of the fees that you would like to bill back. These fees can be either a percentage or a flat fee. You can bill back per individual items, or you can bill back as a per check fee. So whatever fits your organization's specific billing structure.
Within the Employee Portal of Web Center 6, employees can look at current assignments, time card information. They can even check in as available. When looking at an assignment, they can look at job descriptions, contact information for their supervisors, and even get directions right to their worksite. They can also keep track of the status of their time cards, of whether they've been submitted or approved. When looking at pay history, they have the ability to print their check stubs as well as manage their electronic W-2s. If they want to apply to jobs from your job board, they can access this from here as well. Within the customer portal of Web Center 6, contacts will be able to access time cards and order statuses. If they'd like to create a new order request, they can do that online as well. All of the forms within Enterprise are customizable by the staffing agency. Within orders, the customer will be able to access job descriptions, contacts associated with the order, as well as assignments, and if they have any reviewers for that order as well. As far as employee information, if you'd like to give your contacts the ability to see resumes or other skilled information in regards to that employee, you can do that as well. Within invoicing, customers can keep up to date with what their balance is per each invoice, as well as look into details of each line item within that invoice. If they need to print out their own invoices, they can do that here as well. If you'd like to give contacts the ability to view various reports within the system, they'll have a list of about 25 different reports that they can access here. TW Mobile is a mobile application which will allow you to look up contacts, customers, employees, log messages. You can also pull sales information right from your phone. When looking up a customer, you'll be able to see all of the departments associated with that customer, as well as the address, contact methods, contacts, messages, interest codes, job orders, and even accounting information. With our latest online application, you will be able to customize the registration form here with the username, if you want to require zip code, email, or social security numbers to catch duplicates in your system. Once the applicant has filled out this form here, they can choose to upload a resume or manually enter in the information on their own. Once they've filled that in, the next step is to go through the equal opportunity information. Once they've filled this out, the next step is to fill out evaluation questions. These questions can also be customizable, such as, are you able to provide identification that establishes your identity and eligibility to work in the U.S.? These can set up to be qualifying questions as well. Once they've brought in their information from their resume, they'll be able to fill in the contact information, identification, any other required fields that you've set up, and then move to the next page. You can fill out previous residences, education information. They can always add more that wasn't on their original resume. They can see their past employment. And lastly, their skills, or what we call interest codes within the system. Once they've completed the application, your staffing agency can also add a questionnaire for them to either agree or disagree to. Once they've submitted, they'll get their username and their password, as well as an auto-generated email to give them instructions as to how to access your job board. DocCenter is an excellent tool to keep all of your onboarding documents completely paperless. Essentially, your employees will be able to sign in with a username and a password, or with their social security number and a PIN. From there, they can choose from the listed documents of which they need to fill out. It will bring them to the first form in the list and pre-fill with the information that's already set up in their employee record within TempWorks. The remaining highlighted fields will need to be filled out. Once they've submitted the first form, it will then bring them into the next form in the list and again highlight the necessary fields. Once they've submitted all of their forms, they will be brought to the proofing station where a staffing specialist can then fill in the identification information. By going into list A, B, and C, you will see the necessary documents are already in the drop-down. If you need to attach media or scanned in images, you can do that in the upper left-hand corner, and then you can approve all of the documents. Once you are ready to sign, you will use a signature pad to have the employee sign off, and then have the staffing specialist sign off as well. These will then save into the employee's record within the documents area.